Euro dollar. Dollar index.
Are you guys trading dollar CAD for the crude oil stocks change news from the network?
Also seeing the CPI Bank of Canada core year-on-year coming in at 3.6%. Just looking into the breakdowns, the CPI core common year-on-year 2%, median coming in at 2.8%, and the trim year-on-year at 3.4%.
$1. NASDAQ. Euro dollar. Gold. Cable.
Dollar cat just broke out.
NASDAQ. Cable. Nasdaq. Gold. Euro dollar. Euro dollar. Gold. Cable. Dollar index.
Geopolitics here. A senior Ukrainian security official says there has been no big change on Russia-Ukraine border since Putin-Biden talks. However, they see no immediate danger of a Russian invasion, according to this senior Ukrainian security official.
NASDAQ.
This same official is telling Reuters that Russia has around 92,000 troops at the border with Ukraine.
Dollar index. NASDAQ. Euro dollar. NASDAQ. Dollar index. Cable. Gold.
Heads up, just moving into 2 minutes until we get existing home sales month on month from Canada. We're looking for negative 0.1% on November on a prior positive 8.6%.
Dollar index. Seeing the effective Fed funds rate unchanged on December the 14th at 0.08%. 0.6% for Canadian existing home sales on the month for November, stronger than expected, 0.6%.
DAX.
Ethereum's been sticking at 3,800 for a long time too.
Cable. Dollar index. NASDAQ. Euro dollar. Euro dollar.
President Biden here says on if spending plan will pass this year, says it will be close. So President Biden commenting on if the spending plan will pass this year, he says it will be close.
Nasdaq. Gold. Cable.
Together
Cable. Gold.
I've seen an ECB piece doing the rounds from Econo Mainstream Media, the ECB Insight piece, saying that when push comes to shove, does the ECB have what it takes? It looks in saying that members of the European Central Bank periodically emphasise their resolve to tighten monetary policy whenever the situation warrants, and without regard for the fiscal interests of Euro area sovereigns. So just to highlight, this Econo Mainstream Media piece is doing the rounds on Twitter.
Nasdaq. Gold. NASDAQ. Gold. Euro dollar. NASDAQ. Cable. NASDAQ. Cable. Gold. Euro yen. NASDAQ.
The market open. Nasdaq's dropping like a rock.
Afternoon.
Hello?
What's going on?
You just shortened NASDAQ.
Oh yeah, let's have a look.
I'm listening to the sweet, sweet sounds of my UPS failing.
Sounds nice.
What's that? Whoa, look at that reversal on NASDAQ. A big 1 minute candle.
Oh, looks like it's going down.
Yeah. That was a fast VWAP retest.
NASDAQ.
Out of the money.
Hey, how you doing, Alex?
What's up, buddy?
Yeah, not a lot. Not a lot. Just chilling.
Same.
What are you up to?
Well, trying to trade, holding some shorts on EU, playing GTA 5.
Oh, a bit of GTA.
Hey, buddy.
Yep.
Long time.
Hey, Johnson. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm literally like, I'm just about to go out and I just had to do a few things. I'm gonna go and pick up a brain, but like, I'll be back in a bit. In an hour or
Righto.
two.
Well,
Alright,
I'll be gone by then. I've got to go to work at 5.
You have to leave at 5? That's in 2.5 hours.
I thought you said you're going to be 2 hours.
I said like an hour or two, or like probably less actually. I'm just gonna have to fucking run up to like one shop and come back. So yeah, probably like.
That is.
Alright, man. Back in a sec.
Alright, in a bit. Alright, I'm just going to run and get a coffee. I'll be back in a sec.
Sure.
Okay. I need to pick up a pair of headphones.
Yeah, headphones are nice. I got the Sony. The Nasdaq's trading like the Dow some days.
Pound yen. NASDAQ.
so. The Federal Reserve have stopped using the word transitory to describe its inflation.
What are they saying now?
Methinks the cat's out of the bag.
Yeah. What comes after a trillion?
Well, they were calling it transitory for a while. It's basically just padding to say, oh, it's only temporary, it's only temporary. And now wholesale goods have been put at something stupid like 8% increase.
Yeah,
And now they've started patting down people who use the word transitory, saying, yeah, we legally cannot use that word anymore.
Right? I feel like they're trying to create a crisis and then release that central bank digital currency.
So,
No, I think you're right.
preventing them from using it?
I think this is the destruction of the middle class.
And then once the CBDC comes out, they're gonna give us all free money, like a little bit of free money.
Yep. Interesting times lie ahead.
Yeah.
How is the prop account going?
Prop? Oh, I fucking gave up on that. I've had shit to do, and it's not.
Oh,
I
have you heard
can't
of
facilitate it at the current time.
Have you heard of Fair Forex? It's a good broker.
Via Forex, what's that?
Fair Forex. That's what I use. It's regulated. You can trade indices on there.
Are they a prop trader?
No, it's just a broker.
A friend of mine found these guys who, well, use a robot, as they say.
Oh, EA?
So he subscribed and then he connected my account as well with the CMAM software. So I'll see how it goes. Top and only micro was for now. Just for the testing, yes.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna be choppy until 7 a.m. or 20 minutes.
Okay.
Damn, I should have bought dollar CAD.
Just about 120 pips on EU, and I wanted to make a breakout to the downside, so I get more. At least 1.12 per half. Okay.
Nice, you're EU short, right?
Oh wow. Switching to push to talk again. Gonna be coughing for a while.
Damn, the Telegraph is so full of shit. Just read a headline from the Telegraph saying Wuhan lab leak now the most likely origin of COVID. We knew that about 20 months ago. Why is this only coming out now?
Just to confuse you.
Did you see that Cardano delisting? It dumped pretty good from that.
Cardano got dumped.
Yeah, because eToro delisted it last month.
Whew, that is a big dump. It's on support though. Could buy some more.
Yeah.
In fact, it's on a pretty nice support. That 1.2 level is pretty enticing. Oh, my crypto account took a fucking big hit. Big old ouchie.
Did you have any progress on the mighty beef flavored vape?
I did not. I've had, I don't know, I don't have an excuse. I should have been working on it. You know, I should have been dedicated because obviously it's the next. It's gonna be the next sliced bread, alright?
Yes.
But I don't know. Just been doing other stuff.
Musk, so.
Yes.
He's about to make motorcycles, maybe? Well, he did make some trucks.
Musk is about to make motorcycles. Did you say?
Yeah.
Never mind. Who's making motorbikes?
Elon Musk.
Oh.
The Bank of England receives an offer to cover ratio of 2.32 at the buyback of the 1.15 billion 7 to 20-year gilts. The prior buyback was 2.31. So the BOE today getting a 2.32 cover ratio in the QE gilt buyback.
Well, we're about 4 hours away from the FOMC. Now, do I have the guts to hold the shorts, or am I a goddamn chicken? Maybe I am. I don't know.
FOMC today? It's Wednesday.
What?
Since when was an FOMC on a Wednesday?
Yeah, I know, right? Usually Wednesdays are quiet.
No, they're always on a Friday.
I don't pay attention, really. I don't know.
Maybe the minutes are coming out. I'm gonna have a look. That doesn't add up.
They said like final inflation rates coming out or something like that too.
Once again,
At
confused.
the same time.
Federal Reserve FOMC announcement. Okay, so it's not a meeting, it's an announcement. This might be bad.
Oh really?
The FOMC don't make statements unless it's a Friday and it's organized.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy though.
Projections on my calendar.
I think this is where they just drop the bombshell that inflation's gonna be out of control and there's nothing we can do about it.
Right. And then they're gonna like lock down the country or whatever
Keep an eye on it, because I don't wanna
from Omicron.
follow any negative.
Watch the Nasdaq crash like 20,000 points in the next few minutes.
Hell no.
Short it now, Sebastian. You know you want to.
Yeah, but what's points really?
Huh?
What is the meaning of points? It dropped by this and that points.
I don't know. I think it's arbitrary. People have different definitions depending on where they're from.
I'm trying to calculate that in pips, but
Depends on the asset, the broker, and a few other things. But I think in terms of futures, points is as a set definition, but people say points and it means all got different kinds of things. I think either a pip is 10 points or a point is 10 pips.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Just a correction there from one of the news wires now. Reuters saying that US President Biden says he hopes to get the Build Back Better done this year. We'll be close. Again, that's just editing it from not. It's not. We are coming close.
More news coming on 8 minutes.
Yeah, the Nasdaq looks like it's in a pretty bad spot.
Yeah, like the 4 hour, it can drop to the supply level at 500 again. Or
16,400 looks pretty solid. That second rejection is quite telling. I think we're going back down to 14,400.
Yeah, that's why I think too, because the 12 hour, on the 12 hour chart, the bearish divergence is still playing out. On the 12 hour, and the daily. So it can go down.
Gold.
Retest VWAP right before news.
What time's it scheduled to come out? How long?
In 7 minutes.
Oh shit. That is soon. Well, Morba better keep us informed because I'm not looking for a live link.
You thinking about doing the challenge again? Or no?
I don't have time. It's just not. I can't facilitate it currently. There's just too much going on.
Yeah, it's gonna be a choppy day. Until 11.
Or did you pass?
Huh?
Huh?
Beer bomb fell or I don't know. The
I didn't finish it.
I saw. Okay.
Between work and just trying to live, I just don't have time to spend 5 days a week trading all the time.
Yeah, I feel you there.
But eventually I'll have to. Because, mandates are coming in and I'll get fired.
Why would you assume that?
Assume that mandates are coming in or assume that I'm going to get fired?
The second one.
I can assume both because it's... What do you mean? If they're talking about it, it's going to happen.
Oh yeah, the Omicron shit? Yeah. It's kind of worrying me, man.
They're talking about
COVID's
Well, no, eventually they're going to incrementally increase these restrictions until people are so used to them that they'll just accept whatever the fuck they tell them. And eventually sweeping mandates are going to come in across the European Union, as they've already been talking about. And everyone who doesn't have a vaccine won't be allowed to work.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
And thus I will get fired.
Clinton was trying to do that since 2015. Like when she was trying to run for president, she was talking about forced vaccinations. And now they're really doing it.
And now all of a sudden they have a reason for it.
Right? So they were probably planning it behind the scenes, bro.
All the rules that come with it.
But I thought
Fucking worrying.
I thought that you got a vaccine.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I didn't. I smelt shit from the beginning.
Yeah, I haven't got my vax. Even though I should have, but I don't know.
Yeah, currently in Germany at least, you cannot enter in any establishment except the supermarkets without a vaccine.
Fucking crazy. You know, you see what's happening in Berlin? Like, something like 10,000 farmers have all driven their tractors onto the highways and blocked entry to Berlin in protest.
That was in Netherlands.
And Germany.
Germany too?
Yeah, look, just look up Berlin tractor blockade.
No way, that happened in Netherlands too.
But no one's, the mainstream media aren't talking about it, which is quite amusing.
NHB housing market index for December expected to come in at 83.84 versus 83 last month. The range 80 to 85, 80 to 85. We should hear also from the business inventories for October. They should expect it to rise 1.1% from 0.7%.
Dude, that's sketch. Are they trying to control food supply before the price?
But NAHB housing market index seen at 83, 84.
I don't know what they're trying to do. All I know is
last month.
I don't like it.
Dude, I feel like they're just trying to do something, man.
There's some shady shit going on, but all will be revealed eventually.
For real.
Bit by bit, this agenda's gonna make itself known.
Oh, I think you know about the agenda.
Well, I know about it, but I'm in denial. I don't want to believe it.
Me too. Because I was studying about that since high school.
Gold.
Watch that.
Weird. You look up conspiracy theories and shit. And you never think it's gonna happen, and then all of a sudden it does.
I know, right?
Goddamn government.
Damn, I didn't know that happened in Germany too. That's kind of frightening.
What's frightening is that you didn't know about it.
Right? Damn,
10,000 tractors. 10,000, think about
if
that.
that's happened in the Netherlands and in Germany, that's gotta say something. Like, Europe, like, there's probably gonna be a crisis soon.
Yeah.
They control our food and shit.
Best get your affairs in order.
Seeing a bit of dollar strength throughout the main pairs at the moment. Ten seconds. $84 there for NHB Housing Market Index. Quick look at the October business inventories at 1.2%, up from 1.1 expected after 0.7 last time round. Some regulator news as SEC has moved to force firms like Archegos to reveal swap positions. Just to recap then, NAHB Housing Market Index then comes in 84, current single family home sales at 90 versus 89, home sales over the next 6 months 84, unchanged from November, index of prospective buyers at 70 versus 69.
Oh, the Nasdaq's coming down for sure.
2.1% versus September's 1.2%, revised upward from 0.9. Inventories up 1.2% as mentioned. Retail inventories ex-auto revised to 0.5 versus 0.4. Sales at 2.1.
Aussie yen.
They've just mandated COVID vaccine passports in this country. Just today. I reckon they're going to combine these COVID passports with the new financial system, with the central bank digital currencies. And it'll all be combined in one little app.
Yeah, right.
So if you break COVID guidelines or regulation, they can fine you on the spot immediately, straight from your bank account. Dow Jones and S&P aren't looking too healthy either.
Yeah, it looks like it's just gonna keep VWAP ranging until FOMC.
FOMC announcement 2 p.m. Is that 2 p.m. Eastern time?
Right.
So what would that be for me? Well, I'll be at work by the time that comes around. Can't watch the fireworks.
gold.
Oh, hello.
He's back.
What did I miss? Oh no, not the Aussie dollar. Look at that shit.
What happened?
Aussie's collapsing, man.
And my UPS is still beeping.
What's a UBS?
Oh yeah. UPS for power in uninterruptible blah blah power supply.
For your computer?
That shows a battery error, but I can only reset it by pressing the confirm button and then it will shut down.
Yeah, that's pretty loud.
Dude, beer bongs, man. Swing and I, we were both watching fucking Aussie yen, and we were like, he was short originally, and then he got the bid. And I was reading all the news, and it's like, dude, this looks like it's gonna fucking collapse. And I've even fucking written multiple notes to myself, like the fundamental shit kind of accumulates. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't always happen. The market doesn't always absorb it at once.
Oh yeah.
And then like, man, fucking
On a fundamental level, though, what's going on?
All right, so conflict with China. There's a new bill which is to do with the Uyghurs, so to do with sanctions. There's a Chinese chip maker, and they're not planning on they're planning on delisting, and then Russia conflict and stuff, like general risk off stuff.
And there is technical resistance, so we were waiting all day to short that fucker, but nobody did it, huh?
Holy shit.
No.
Like literally that line.
USA sent for the taken.
Dude, I should have just waited until the American session, and obviously that's when it starts making sense, because like they have all the American news talking about all this stuff.
Yeah, kept staying up above that VWAP band, so it dumped back the VWAP.
Australia's just fucking crazy right now as well. Seen all the shit about the camps?
Camps?
Yeah, they've got internment camps for people who get pinged for COVID, even if they don't have it.
What? That has to be hyperbole.
I can send you videos. You get fined $5,000 if you like step beyond the yellow line that confines your little camp house.
Whoa.
Fucking crazy.
I didn't know that.
I'll find the video.
Oh my god, man, that fucking Aussie yen trade, bro.
Damn, yeah, that was a fast dumper.
Yeah, that was literally the plan. That was the plan.
Yeah, sometimes USA sessions like that will just reverse the last session.
Okay, now time's to think, because it is at a resistance line, which it could break, but I don't know, it's already quite a big move.
Alright, where shall I put this link? Alright, look at voice context. Bear in mind, most of these people are testing negative, but they're being put in there anyway.
Damn. Oh, of course it's on BitChute.
Oh, that's not gonna be on Facebook, is it?
Yeah.
That guy's South African, it sounds. Oh no, the woman's Australian.
Yeah, he sounds like he's from Cape Town, doesn't he? So basically, you have to not cross this line, or else I will take 5 grand from you.
Damn, those Nazis.
Hey, she's not bad looking. Yeah, that sucks, man. That absolutely sucks.
Just a reminder this in 15 minutes we do get the inventory data out of the US, energy and oil inventory data out of the US.
Ooh. Alright man, fuck it, I'm gonna start YOLOing this Aussie dollar trade. But yeah, no, beer bongs, that's an issue. That's one of those ones.
I mean, I can understand if they were like transparent about this stuff, and if it was just like COVID positive people and it was a national emergency, but it's just not. And it just seems deceitful.
It's one of those ones where once the government has the power, man, they never give it back. But like, it is one of those things where, like, I don't know. If it is as bad as people say it is, and then we have this new strain, and it's like, is it potentially going to get worse? Then, I mean, I can see both sides quite clearly.
Yeah, but what worries me is the censorship. Yeah, this video was on Facebook, and I literally watched it get censored.
Wow.
It got deleted, and it's only available on these independent platforms now. You can't find it on YouTube.
Fucking, what's that guy's name?
Okay, his name.
Russell Brand, he's talking about it too.
Oh yeah, he's towing the line though, because he knows how YouTube censorship works, so he's kind of towing the line.
Oh, I see.
I like the new way he's trying to do things, which is kind of like talk with both sides of people. It seems better.
Important.
It's refreshing. It's refreshing in this day and age, you know.
I've got a feeling his channel won't last long though. He'll say something that's going to get him banned. And that something is going to be something not worth banning him over, but they're going to do it anyway.
Like Alex Jones or whatever. That's what I thought about Joe
Alex
Rogan.
Jones has some crazy shit, man.
He says some outlandish stuff, let's be honest.
To be fair though, he did, like, I saw a thing ages ago where he was calling the Jeffrey Epstein thing fucking 10 years ago. Like, ages ago, and no one said shit. But then he also says fucking, like, mechanical elves and etc. Like, it's just...
Don't deny the mechanical elves. Smoke some DMT and you'll see him yourself, trust me.
Dude, I've tried DMT, it's nuts. I used to be a psychonaut.
I still am.
Dude, that stuff, like, I used to break through on that, like, every day, and then I got slapped by those entities really hard. Like, they took me to, like, hell. It was scary.
Did you see the elves?
Well, I've seen a lot of different entities, like angels and, like, cats or whatever, or elves that jumped in my... Like, I saw that basketball thing that Terrence McKenna was saying, but that was only on one trip.
Terrence McKenna is definitely an interesting dude.
He was the one that wanted me to break through, or that got me into it.
Him specifically? Like, you know him?
Oh no, his YouTube videos.
Oh, I got you.
He's got some good advice for tripping though.
Yeah, like the 5 grams in Silent Darkness. I used to do that all the time.
Yeah, the heroic dose.
Yeah. Then I got slapped.
Tell me more about that stuff.
Bound to happen.
Why did it happen?
Huh?
Because, like, I've tried DMT once, and I just, like, number one, I don't like the colors. I think
there's a trick to it. You gotta vaporize it at really low temperature. So I have a vapor genie. It's like a vaporizer pipe.
Okay. But, like, what happened with so what did you see? Hey, so you went to hell?
Yeah, I had a heaven and hell Jesus-like trip one time. That was like insane, super spiritual. But then the other trips were like more childlike. DMT is like strange. It can be different every time. And then there's a term called hyperslap when you do too much in one day, which I did, and then you end up getting like the weirdest nightmare trip ever.
Hyper slap.
Yeah, it's when you do too much in your body. I don't know if it's your body telling you that, or
Yeah,
it could be your body, like too much in your brain or whatever causes like a negative psychosis type trip.
Yeah, that sounds terrifying, man. Getting stuck in a place like that. I know a guy that like said that he did something like that, and he said that he lived an entire lifetime. Well, I met this guy that was saying this, and he said he lived an entire lifetime in like another dimension. And then I was like, bro, why are you just again such a fucking just smelly hippie doing nothing then? Like if you did that shit, and then like you
5 MEO DMT.
But he was like
toad venom.
He was like experienced. He's like he had such a profound experience that changed his perspective on everything. And it's like,
that happened to me too, yeah.
But it hasn't changed him at all. Like he's literally just kind of still the same guy that's drinking beers on the weekend. Just kind of like everyone's just being, I don't know.
Well,
Do you know
maybe he learned a valuable lesson in that you don't have to always be doing something.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair point, I guess. Yeah. Maybe
I don't know, because society convinces you that life is a rat race that you have to participate in, otherwise you'll just fall to the alienated part of society. But it's not true, and I think tripping kind of changes people's perspective on that. You can be content without being successful.
Yeah, that's what I learned too.
Okay, then I take it back. I stand corrected.
You know, when you get to the end of the rat race, the only thing you've really won is the right to say you're the best rat. But, you know, what's it all for?
Yeah, especially with this new metaverse coming out. What do I need to spend money on?
You mean Facebook?
Yeah.
That's why we're just living in a Black Mirror episode.
Yeah.
Is this season 6, episode 1?
Yeah, the 15 million marriage. Dude, it's weird, man. That episode was out like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
They call that term techno-fascism.
Well, they're calling it technocracy, and it's kind of it's a movement it's gaining popularity. Like Angela Merkel's just been booted out, and the guy who's replaced her is a complete technocrat.
Who?
Olaf, whatever his name is. German Chancellor.
The German Chancellor. I have a love-hate relationship with Angela Merkel, because it's like you just see, number one, how well she just kind of presents herself, and you're like, fuck yeah, very smart person. And she actually she like her degree was in bio some shit, so like she really could explain what the science was saying with regards to COVID. But yeah, some other times it's like, wow, like drops the ball.
Yeah, Olaf Scholz. Olaf.
Oh. Oh, he was talking about the German thing, or the German protest.
Oh yeah, the German protest is enormous.
Damn, I didn't think it was that big.
Wow.
Oh, I saw that on Instagram. It was just like one little picture. I didn't think it was like this.
Well, that's what's interesting, because the mainstream media is underreporting the protests. Like they'll show a video of maybe 20 or 30 protesters with some flimsy banners.
Yeah.
And they won't show the drone footage that they have of literally 120,000 people protesting in the capital.
What a time we're in, you know?
Oh wait, no. 500,000 people protest in Berlin, Germany over government's strict COVID-19 response.
Oh, good for Germany.
Yeah, there are huge protests here ongoing. Even not only Germany, Stuttgart, Munich.
Well, it's worldwide.
Yeah,
I
actually,
realize it's a worldwide
in
thing.
Germany too, and they participated in the Yellow Vest movement.
Yeah, they never
Wow.
said anything about the Yellow Vest movement. That was crazy. It's like how
Yeah.
big that was. And it's like, I mean, yeah, government control. All the narratives.
it's weird.
all the narratives.
It's literally, it's not just happening in, a couple of cities, it's worldwide. This is comparable
Right.
to a revolution. And
Haven't
it's
you
not
seen-
being reported on.
Have you seen that movie Tomorrow World or Tomorrowland Disney movie? They predicted that. They showed like riots in the TV screen and like this is the future.
Yeah.
It seems like they planned this all. I don't know, man.
Just have a look at a couple of these videos and you'll see what I mean. There's fucking so many people protesting. And like, my sister lives in Edinburgh, right? Close to Princess Street, the main street. There was an enormous protest that went down there. But unless you were there, you wouldn't know it happened.
Yeah.
Like, she called me yesterday and I asked her about it. She said, oh yeah, I didn't know there was a protest. And I literally saw a video from the week previous of thousands of people walking down Princess Street. Orwell was right.
People are getting
Yeah.
restrictions.
What's that?
People are getting fed up with the restrictions.
Yeah, I would
I think people are starting to piece it all together.
Yeah. Like, haven't you seen the movie Songbird? They say that COVID-23 mutates in year 2023 and we all get locked in camps. And now Australia's doing it. It's crazy.
Well, it's one thing to talk about what's going on, it's another thing to make predictions, and if we're making predictions, I'm gonna say that I reckon in a couple of years' time there'll be something devastating that happens to the planet, and all the governments in the world are gonna be forced to unite into one world government, and we're gonna say, yes, that's fine. The world's under threat, do it. And then before you know it, New World Order.
Damn. That's why they have to put the financials in place first.
Like that, they need to facilitate it.
And the food supply, like that tractor thing in Germany and Netherlands.
It's a bitter pill to swallow to say there's a coordinated effort going on.
Like, we control your food. You're hungry? You must obey us.
People are getting arrested for being in these Telegram groups and BitChute forums.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like we should have had more anonymous videos by now.
Tor browser just got banned in Russia. It got blocked completely.
Holy cow.
So there is no anonymous browsing in Russia anymore.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And with centralized information, VPNs are effectively useless.
Yeah,
Edward Snowden already proved that was like, I can't remember what it is, but there's a apparently in every computer made there's already code which routes all of your information to a centralized place in, I think, Germany or something, like just a massive storage system. So I mean, even if you use VPN, then still everything you do is kind of recorded. So
like, have you guys seen the Wingdings? Look up Wingdings font. Like Wingdings 911 font on Google. Like, Microsoft Word has like some weird hidden messages about 9/11.
It's weird. I've got a lot of respect for Edward Snowden, but he's not nearly loud enough. As he says, the worst conspiracies are in plain sight.
He said that?
Yeah.
Well, he means it. He's right.
And like Julian Assange literally exposed
CNN reports
Reuters.
that President Biden to sign debt limit increase into law tomorrow. So CNN reporting that Biden to sign debt limit increase into law tomorrow.
Yeah, Reuters are effectively just the middlemen of information. They are the voice of reason.
Yeah, they're okay actually, but like
oh no, they're not. That's what I'm saying. They are the official source of information that all the mainstream channels look to fact check.
Yeah.
Even if Reuters themselves are publishing garbage.
Yeah, but if you're trading, then like you just basically, I don't know, they could tell you a fucking alien landed and it will affect the markets. So I mean, it's useful. But like, if you want to know what's happening, then yeah. But yeah, Julian Assange posted videos of, I think like Reuters journalists in Iraq just being literally murdered in cold blood by a helicopter, by just basically huge amounts of war crimes that happened. Were committed by America and I think also maybe Britain, and just literally just zero word about it. And now he's just being psychologically tortured to death, and just I mean, I literally wouldn't wish what's happening to him is like the most brutal psychological torture you can imagine.
He's being extradited soon, isn't he?
Yeah. He lost it.
He just won the case.
Yeah, spineless, worthless fucks. But yeah, man. So literally the end of. Like, it's just showing you don't fuck with, I mean, we pretend that we have democracy, and we kind of do on certain levels, but like when you get up to a much higher level, then the rules don't really apply, and people get executed, and just, yeah.
Democracy.
You don't like democracy, Seb?
Well, we don't have. It's just an illusion.
It is an illusion.
Shuts the people up. Well, I think on a lower level, like we kind of do. I mean, if you want to have like a new swimming pool built in your like town, you can make a Facebook group, make a song, protest, and then eventually the guys go, okay, get them a swimming pool. But if you actually want to change anything, then it's just like, I mean, just the people that are divorced from us, you know what I mean? Like the elites, they literally just have completely different rules.
We have democracy on a shallow, superficial level that's merely there to be symbolic as a beacon of hope to the people. I ask you now, do you think you have any control over what happens in the government right now? I feel like fucking MLK.
Yeah.
I have a dream.
In the beginning of a movie, I ask you, what? It's like fucking Braveheart, as we're about to already. Yeah. No, like nothing. But I think I am intrigued, right? I think that if we had far more live streamed politicians, so I just think that like maybe we do have some potential structure which can fuck over this situation, and I think that's why people are so eager to control technology, because technology and like the internet is literally is freedom, and I think we can do a lot of cool stuff with it.
Well, I can give you a few people to keep an eye on. 5 members of European Parliament came forward against this proposed mandate, and they called a press conference. They couldn't live stream it because you're not allowed to do that. So they called a press conference instead. Only about 6 or 7 journalists showed up, but they still got the word out. So I'll send you the video. I'll put it in voice context. But that conference is worth a watch. So Kristen Terres, Francesca Donato, Christine Anderson, and Ivan Sinsik. You want to be keeping an eye on.
I'll do, send me a link. But I mean, like, in terms of, so in terms, if we move towards a situation where far more people live stream, where maybe your politicians and your like all local debates are done live streamed, and it's through that way, it's much easier to engage with people, I think. And if we can get to a situation where maybe politics was much more live streamed, and less backroom deals and just more actual engagement, then I think it's going to be more and more difficult for them to control the narrative, and it's going to be easier for us to do shit. Do you know what I mean? It's like, just in general, you could never imagine the news corporations losing power maybe even 10 years ago. But now, if you look at what's happening, then just basically people have trusted sources, someone that you trust on Twitter, for example, someone that you trust, like a website that you trust, and you're like, or a live stream that you trust, and you're like, okay, this person I believe more than a lot of these other places. And that's, I mean, that's encouraging, I think.
Yeah, but the trouble is, as they are the proponents of of the mainstream media. You know, they control what gets put out, and they also control the platforms. So they have an unlimited toolkit. So you know what's happening at the minute? Cable news is basically being bombarded with hate because people are realizing that they've been feeding them lies for years. They've all started dislike spamming the YouTube videos. That doesn't matter anymore because they've removed the dislike button, or they've removed the metric, I should say.
Did you see that fucking? I was reading that someone pointed out that if you look at the White House fucking videos, they were literally just had the most abysmal rating, like reviews. Just everything was thumbs down for all of the White House videos.
I'm surprised I am. Yeah, interesting times.
What you gonna do?
So it looks like Plan B is all over the news at the minute. Wonder how long it'll be before Plan C comes in. What are these arbitrary percentage statistics that they keep pushing out about the vaccines? Like, they're clearly so inaccurate. First is 1 dose is 98% effective, then 2 doses is 70% effective, now 3 doses is 65% effective. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, does it?
I mean, kind of. The problem with that data as well is that, like, it is A, released the game, and B, you know, normally the sample size isn't that big, so you don't know what the deal is, and then you don't really have like a very diverse population of people, and yeah.
And also the data's coming right out of the horse's mouth in terms of, you know, it's coming from Pfizer.
Yeah,
so Pfizer is saying
buy more Pfizer.
Yeah. Exactly, and you know, a court case revealed they got forced to reveal all of the data from their initial testing. You know, they killed 1,200 people just in their testing phase. They didn't release before the vaccine got rolled out.
They killed, as in like with their experimental.
They've vaccinated something like 22,000 people, and 1,200 are dead. I can find the link.
So they vaccinated them and then they infected them with COVID and then they died from that? Or it was the vaccine?
An adverse reaction from the vaccine. They call it an immunization failure.
Fuck.
Which in effect is...
That's newspeak, really. Because if you say immunization failure, then I think that like maybe they are not correctly immunized against the disease that we're trying to prevent. So then maybe the disease got them.
Well, you've hit the nail on the head. That's exactly what it is. It's newspeak. They're creating new language to limit the range of thought that people are capable of. So you can't just say these vaccines are killing people because that's too controversial.
Wow, that's crazy.
I'm in a Telegram group that effectively documents all the adverse reactions that are coming out of British Columbia in Canada, and there's a lot of them.
Oh, did you hear that? Like, Omicron and Corona are islands of are islands in Antarctica. And
I did not know that.
Yeah, so the reptilians might be.
NASDAQ.
You know, the Delta Omicron. It's an anagram for media control.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw that on Instagram. And did you see that COVID?
Again, remnants of what we've heard already, but
COVID
I was
ends up at
optimistic the Build Back
666.
Better will get done before.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
I mean, Delta Omicron is like, I mean, you are adding a lot of stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's like saying fucking.
Yeah, granted, there's a lot of letters there.
I mean, like but there's no reason why those two words should go together. There's like, I don't know, if you add fucking government bakery connected to the Thames, then you have Satan was fucking your mother, and it's just like, oh shit, I didn't know that, and it's like, oh.
Some of these mathematical tangents that they try and go down to get the number 666 are quite amusing because they're really, really long-winded.
666 confirmed. Yeah.
It's Satan.
That is actually. I think was I speaking to you about this or someone else? That is actually like a. I saw a internal document which was posted online, allegedly from the FBI or the CIA, which is to do with dealing with the narrative and constructing the narrative. And if you're trying to discredit a narrative, then you either infiltrate a movement, and then along with the credible information, then you connect that to also just nuts, bogus information, or you do like information overload, so you present so many competing narratives and so many potential like freaky things that happen that it just basically makes people switch off. It's like, this is too much information, and there's loads of stuff. So one of the things of making, I mean, a lot of stuff, like there's obviously a lot of skullduggery fuckery happening, but like if you can get one person that's connected to that movement that is legitimately trying to find, you know, messages from the devil inside of a fucking textbook, then it's just like, whoa, you know, then most people are going to switch off.
Yeah, exactly. They're not doing themselves any favors.
No. I think that's the meta now, is really controlling who is in part of the group. You know, if people are so keen to get numbers when they're trying to get like any movement started, that they just basically let absolute nutters in there, and it just really hurts them long term.
Honestly, people assume if they're reading statistics that they're right all the time, and I'll tell you one thing from studying statistics: if you if you torture data long enough, it will confess to anything. You know what I mean? You can frame data in any way you see fit, and you can push a narrative that way. Doesn't matter what the data is, doesn't matter what the data shows. Torture it enough and it'll confess to anything.
Yeah. There's a cool book called How to Lie with Statistics, and it's just you do start to see stuff like that. Selection biases, just in all the statistics as well. Like a lot of these regressions, they make quite a lot of assumptions, which is just, and if it doesn't work, then change the assumption or change the distribution you're assuming and all this stuff. So
yeah, because they're going about it in the wrong order. They're starting with a conclusion and then using data to justify it, whereas then instead of looking at the data objectively and then reaching a conclusion based on that.
Is that really the wrong order though, man? Like, you want to make some money. You want to make some money, and some guy's like, "Hey, bro, if you can get the public to buy some more Pfizer." Well, I'm not saying that Pfizer's wrong.
From Reuters here that Italy wants to talk with the European Commission on extending GAC's bad loan scheme beyond mid-2022 deadline, say sources at Reuters. It says it is negotiating with Eurostat to avoid having to include GAC's guarantee as part of the public debt.
I mean, if you're trying to make money, then those skills are very useful, and it's just that, I can't remember who said this, but like, it's like an educated population is, the only protection against fucking tyranny or something. And that's so true, because literally most people don't understand statistics. Most people don't understand even like a normal distribution. So, I mean,
people don't understand tyranny.
Something.
According to a White House spokesperson here, Biden and Manchin discussed economic bill twice this week.
People don't understand how tyranny gets enacted on a population because they haven't lived through it yet. And even if they have, it's changed. As the population gets more intelligent, so do the people who manipulate the population.
I don't know if the population's got more intelligent. I think some of us
definitely has. We've become more informed for sure with the introduction of the internet, but now the internet, it gets manipulated to a certain degree.
Yeah, more informed but less discerning, and hopefully that's going to change.
Trusting, because it's almost like So from my perspective growing up, it's like The Guardian, The Independent, the BBC, Daily Mail, they've all been grandfathered in as more or less reliable. They might have a few opinions here and there, but the information that they're providing is reliable, and if it's not, it'll get called out. You know, that's the perception that I had growing up, and that's what was taught to me. But it's just not true. And I think older people are having a hard time coming around to that truth.
I think you'd be. Do you know what is cool though? Is I think that some of the older people nowadays, they seem to be much more open to stuff than it was like previously. Do you know what I mean? Like even now, like just the idea of just flexible in adopting stuff and seeing the use in things. And it seems like almost just having seen certain waves and certain fads has just given people like a much more open mind to seeing what's going to happen and kind of predicting it beforehand. So it's like certain, like my grandfather pointed out a lot of things like technology wise, and he just saw them and he's like, yeah, that makes sense that this is going to happen next. And that opposed to like I imagine like when people are really young, then it's like it seems that the older generations are like very much in conflict.
Again, we've seen a number of different online services have issues at the moment now. Snapchat, the latest amongst others. AWS, Amazon Web Server. Amazon itself is having issues. Again, we've seen a plethora of different services with issues. You got widespread outage at Amazon Web Services, which may be impacting services.
Don't worry, just 50% of the internet is gone.
Yeah, Amazon Web Services, that is 50% of the internet. They host everything.
AWS is massive.
Is this going to be a Russian fucking counterattack or some shit? Or like a in response to sanctions?
Wait, what?
Not everything is a Russian attack, it's just they fucking shit up.
Alright, fucking sorry Swing.
Fuck
you're not exciting. You're not exciting anymore.
Yes. Still have Google, so 50% of the internet is still on.
That's what they want us to use. Swing. It's Google. This is a soft play by Google and fucking the Russians. No, I don't mean like Russia specifically, but I mean like maybe like when certain things were happening geopolitically, then there were like financial attacks or like certain ransomware stuff happened. I think something happened with North Korea, so it's just, I don't know, maybe this is going to be a response, like soft strikes in response to sanctions.
I've seen Japan is trying to pull out of the vaccine program altogether. They had something like 1.6 million vaccine doses that were contaminated with stainless steel. And they've recalled a whole bunch. Question is, how the fuck does stainless steel get in a vaccine?
Huh?
Geopolitics. Kremlin says that Putin and Biden may speak before the year end. It's Interfax reporting.
Be right back.
Righto.
Euro yen.
AWS status page says it's investigating internet activity, connectivity issues to the US West 2 region. 5 minutes from the London fix.
Aussie yen.
You got Russian year-to-date consumer prices up 7.64%. The economy expanded at 4.3% annually in Q3.
7.6%. Damn. It's gonna gloss over the fact that that's over 3 times higher than the target rate.
Aussie yen.
I've been trying to find my way. Take me by the hand and let's go find our own space. Somewhere in between you and me. It's a piece of magic that we need to release. Ooh, and now you're looking for a good time. I think you should take a chance with me. And do you wanna get the mood right? I think you should take a chance with me. 'Cause I've been on my way. I've been on my way for a long
Aussie dollar.
You've been on your way. You've been on your way for all your life.
And just UK daily COVID numbers, 78,610. That's a jump from 59,610 the day before. Big jump in UK new COVID cases. This was pretty much forewarned anyway. This is now a record number of daily COVID cases today for the UK. 165 COVID deaths compared with 150 a day earlier.
I can see the fire. You can read my mind, that's why you're heading that way. Nothing will ever be the same. Before there wasn't you, I don't remember a day. Ooh, and now you're looking for a good time. I think you should take a chance with me. And do you wanna get the mood right? I think you should take a chance with me. 'Cause I've been on my way. I've been on my way for a long, long time. You've been on your way.
Aussie dollar.
You've been on your way, yeah, for all your life. Take a chance with me.
Aussie yen.
Just like new COVID infections in Americas have risen 18.4% over the last week, as US and Canada see resurgence, according to PAHO's Etienne.
Aussie yen.
Comments there from Fitch that says it sees volatility in Italian politics, but extreme medium-term political tail risks have declined.
I'm back. Oh, did I miss did beer bongs leave? Sad.
Euro yen.
I just like you got comments from the European Centre for Disease Prevention here, suggesting that the pandemic will not end in the coming 2 to 3 years. That's ECDC speaking with Handelsblatt. Earlier today, it did publish a new risk assessment on further emergence of Omicron variant.
Aussie yen. Aussie yen.
Last night Ukraine says it's committed to diplomatic resolution.
Aussie yen. Euro yen.
So you've got House Speaker Pelosi here. Sorry, Speaker Pelosi here says on the Build Back Better reconciliation package, says I'm still hopeful that it will pass. I'm not going to have a post-mortem on something that hasn't died. Staying with COVID, US CDC Director Valensky says US COVID deaths are about 1,100 per day higher, a 5% increase over previous week. So about 1,100 per day, not higher, per day, 5% increase over the previous week.
Aussie dollar.
Valensky says they expect to see the Omicron cases continue to grow, but currently the Delta variant is what's seen as the majority of cases. Valensky says early data suggests Omicron has a doubling time of about 2 days, according to early research.